Hi, my name is Hirsh, and I was honored to be the fiction judge for this year's Queen Mary Wasafiri New Writing Prize. The actual act of judging the competition was an incredibly democratic process. We, as a group of judges, approached the submitted stories and their authors with a great deal of empathy and generosity, and we did the same for each other, really. We didn't always agree about our opinions, and our conversations about the pieces under consideration contained some spirited moments of disagreement. But we all seemed to trust one another and treat each other with respect. We were all willing to listen to one another, and by listening to my fellow judges, I learned some new things about reading and writing. So the whole process was actually very enriching. The stories on our fiction shortlist ruminate on a vital and diverse set of issues, including climate change, mental illness, and imperialism. They are about individuals struggling to form connections with others in a world where humans have become alienated by fear, prejudice, politics, and the ubiquitous presence of internet technology. While intimacy is usually hard to come by in these pieces, or fleeting, the author's delicate handling of their material and their willingness to take risks has made me hopeful about the health and vibrancy of contemporary fiction. So, this year's winning story is called First to Go, and it was written by Kate Karn. I found myself totally immersed in the prose. The story contains vulnerable, jagged characters who behave strangely to one another. It's mystical, but it also kept me grounded with its careful attention to the natural world. The piece's subtle but consistent commentary on climate change is affecting without being didactic. It felt a little transcendent, really. I'm going to read a short excerpt from Kate's story. The lagoon is full. A round moon rests on still water. No breeze, no sound, apart from the occasional mournful call of an oyster catcher. It's warm for November, so warm that Jeremy's out here in a t-shirt. He sits on a rickety bench, watching. There is something about the evening that feels... He pauses. What is the feeling? How would he describe this to Tess so that she could experience it too? The world is holding its breath, he decides, and that's how still it is. He is imagining staying out all night when he noticed something float by. It might be just a gull, but the more intensely he looks, the more Jeremy becomes convinced it is a plastic bag. Bloody builders! All the little holiday houses are getting done up these days. New roofs, fancy kitchens, broken air bricks on the beach. Anyway, Jeremy is sure it's a plastic bag. He slips off his sandals, wades in. Doing this for you, he thinks. Tess would not want this bag trailing out to sea. He wades in deeper, surprised by how quickly the water is up to his chest. The bag is not far now. He will reach out and grab. The ground gives way. Soft mud, sucking, towing him under, cold water aching in his ears. It's so dark beneath the surface that he cannot see. He flounders, swallows water, clutches with outstretched arms that find nothing to hold, kicks frantically, desperate for air. A foot touches down and he thinks, I'm going to be all right. I'll push up to the surface, but the current at the seafloor catches him, unbalancing his effort, sending him sideways out toward the sea, scraping his back against sudden stones, and he thinks, so this is how it is at the end. You never said... And now there's another creature in the water, pulling at his arm, his shirt, and he has not yet reached the plastic bag. Bloody hell! He is surprised by the voice. An English voice, female. Well, drown then, if that's what you want. But she does not let go. She's strong, pulling him back into the shallows. Their disturbance radiates outwards, unsettling the whole lagoon, scattering the moon into pieces, even after she has hauled him onto dry sand. He looks up to see a tall young woman, broad-shouldered, bending over to wring the sea from her hair. I hope you enjoyed the beautiful start to that piece. I want to say a hearty and sincere congratulations to all of the nominees and to those who made the short list, and a special congratulations to our winning author. Thank you very much.